Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have another shit show to cover, because our country is about to go really bananas. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just here to talk about the BLM protesting, and not to mention acknowledge the fact that the police did something very horrific to I hate to say this, but an unarmed black man in Minneapolis, which is probably one of the worst things I've ever heard from a police officer. But I have to give you a perspective and an introduction to this video about the famous man himself, George. Oh, his name was George Floyd. My bad. So basically, a man named George Floyd basically apprehended on a traffic stop on Minneapolis, and by the famous words, "I can't breathe," and all the other ones that were said by him before he died, turned into a very Jurassic move when he passed away, when some police officer and some of the three need to be held accountable for the actions that they have done. So this one police officer basically planted his knee behind George's neck, I believe, by the look of the video. But we also need to understand that this isn't, I don't know if it's racially motivated by some deep hatred politics against a group of people. And not to mention, this is Minneapolis. If you could look at the records of what Minneapolis has done back in the past, you can literally see that the stock market is terrible there. You can already see that the unemployment rate in Minneapolis just in itself is 20%. Like, it's just terrible. And you can look at the labor statistics are like at 54%, which is not the best thing that you could ever see for a city like Minneapolis. It's not the best city in the world, It's one of the worst, truly, by the state of the video about what I'm going to show you. But before I say anything else, I'm going to let Donor Operator, which is, I'm pretty sure none of you guys on any of the platforms that I'm going to post this on are not police officers. Police officers are here to conduct a process. And a lot of you guys don't know how police officers work either. You don't know what the procedures are. But in conclusion, I just think that this was just terrible procedures of a police officer. And all the three idiots didn't do anything or to say anything about it. Even Donald Trump himself is going to send the DOJ and the FBI towards the family over there. They're just not going to leave him there. But I'm going to play the video of Donor Operator. It's going to be at least 1 minute by my own editing. And here we go.
What a shit show this is. Police showed up, do a traffic stop on the vehicle George Floyd is in. They put him in handcuffs. He acts a fool a little bit, jerking around, tough guy stuff like everyone does when they're in handcuffs. Officer puts his knee on his neck, and that's the famous little 10-second clip that everyone was showing for the first day it came out. And I look at it and I'm like, all right, that's a 10-second clip. There's got to be more to the story. One of the longest cell phone videos that I can find is of the officer holding his knee on George Floyd's neck for 7 minutes and 53 seconds. The first thing they teach you in the police academy when you do DTs is if you get someone on the ground, you got them in handcuffs, if you need to hold them down, they're acting a fool, it's cool to put your knee on their shoulder, lower back, hold them down like that. Sometimes the knee might slip onto the neck, but you don't keep it there. That's how you kill somebody in custody and suffer a lawsuit, and then you have riots. But to hold your knee on someone's neck for over 7 minutes, that's how you kill a man, and you get what we have now. Good job, dickhead, for making every police officer in the United States look like a complete asshole racist.
Well, that's basically what I've been saying for the past, 2 minutes I've been talking about the subject. If you guys don't know what DT is, basically it means defensive tactics. And so I think that these police officers were not correct in the procedures on the defensive tactics, because defensive tactics in the police academy are very different from what civilians really see. I'm not really a police graduate at all, I'm not, but I've seen a lot of police tactics and such things and no, I'm not talking about, police shooting down minorities or something stupid like that. I'm just talking about basic procedures and basic rights that are not forbidden in this country that you could do. And basically what I'm trying to say, in my opinion, I think this was just really bad procedures from a police officer from among these four idiots. I highly doubt it that this was a highly racially motivated tactic that was from the police. And I don't think that this is true, that the police are racist fearmongers against the minority groups. I mean, what do you expect? I mean, it's Minneapolis, after all. It's like one of the worst cities that you could find and live in. And it has one of the worst job rates and the highest crimes in all of America. What do you expect from that area? I understand why police officers are so stressed about that. You have to send out the DOJ and the FBI for the stupid type of garbage that's going on. Now, that's what I'm getting at. The whole point of this video is also analyzing and why are the riots going on all around America. And from all the point of views that I've seen from the left and the right, I think both sides are just right and the wrong. I mean, naturally, you already know, I'm more of a libertarian. But just to say, the left are basically saying that, looting is good. And I'm seeing this all around Twitter. This is what I'm seeing. And I'm just seeing on the right that, oh, it was just a black man. It was just one. Both sides are in the wrong. Like, human lives do matter. Like, they do. But I don't. But at the same time, I'm not agreeing with the BLM because they're looting around these places and treating it like a prop. And so, on the right, I'm saying that you shouldn't say that it was just one person. That's just way out of the wrong. But I'm still seeing on Twitter that the businesses are getting like a lot of money, but then the poor people are getting less money, which is like more of a socialist group, So I don't even have time to debunk that because I think that's just stupid. I think people are still trying to survive, and these businesses are trying to survive, and that's what I'm saying. And this is what I'm saying. The BLM protesters are going way out of control. And what I mean about way out of control is when I say out of control. These people in the BLM area, like they're a group of people. They're not just black people, okay? They're not just black people. I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm just saying there's a lot of group of people inside this area now. Totally wrong. I understand fully and I acknowledge what the police has done. And number 3, I can tell that these people are just in huge distress among themselves, and I understand why. But to say something like kill cops and then try looting every single store that you see around that street, the BLM group has been doing this for the longest time already. I don't think looting is the right choice at all. And to blame millionaires and billionaires out of nowhere, I'm just so confused in my mind. Why are you guys blaming something that other people haven't done? By the way, these are small businesses. Small businesses do not pertain into like politics or whatever. But anyways, I'm gonna play some videos and just going to talk about them and how stupid they are. So let's go.
It's engulfed in flames, ladies and gentlemen. I have never seen anything like this. The building's beginning to collapse. The building is collapsing. The building just exploded. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's so hot. It's so hot. We have to back up. I've never seen anything like this. We are the closest camera to the collapse, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Oh, we have to back up. It's so hot.
I just don't fucking know how in the world you're making yourself more worse than one man passing away from 4 idiots. Stuff like this actually pisses me off. You're making the other side better than you are doing yourself. You're making yourself worse from your organization. That's what I'm saying. BLM is like a terrorist organization. It is. You made a whole building on fire in which you don't know how many people are, like, their lives are in danger, and you just put more lives in danger than you did more than at least just one person passing away. You could have killed someone. Oh, well, I didn't kill anybody. Well, yes, you're right, but you put so many people's lives in danger around that area. That's a building, and there's, you know what are buildings? They're structures that can fall. They can kill people, and debris can fall over every single place, and people could die. I don't care what anybody would say. Don't give me that, oh, well, people didn't die. You set a building on fire. That's crazy. That's literally mental. Literally mental. Wow.
This is literally the craziest stuff I've ever seen right now. This is Target right now.
I'm actually surprised how that white guy's not beaten up yet, because BLM has like a deep hatred against white people. You know, some BLM supporters actually have some verbal abuse against the non-minority, or sometimes even actually beat them up in the streets if they want to. But sometimes they are careful, so yeah. On to the video. Now, that's just stupid as hell. Like, who does this type of stuff? Yeah, like I said, you're making yourself more worse than the other group over there, which is whatever group they associate with. But BLM is just making themselves more of a fool, so they're not really doing anything for themselves, but they're just making their organization just worse. I don't agree with BLM is doing anything at all. If I were them, I would even condone, I would condone every single little thing they're doing, because rioting is like, this isn't even a protest. This is actually considered rioting, in which that's why they are considered a terrorist organization. They're just using political tactics to tell other people that you can't say this and you can't come in and you have to be a certain person to be inside the BLM group. And that's what I'm saying. That's why this whole fiasco of this protesting is more of a rioting situation, scenario, whatever you want to call it, to be target being all looted. So yeah. And here they are, basically looting a huge stash of money. They're breaking inside of it, like if it was like freaking finding the Titanic and finding like 500 grams of fucking gold left inside of a freaking chest. And that's basically what's that in that video. They're basically robbing every single little stash of every single ATM they could find in the street. And so now they're going to exploit that. And now I don't know why the news are like not covering this. Well, I'm pretty sure they are, because I've seen CNN and MSNBC. They're at least acknowledging the things that are happening in the streets in Minneapolis, and even in California and New York, believe it or not, one of the bluest states in the whole country. But you have to understand that this is not the type of stuff that you have to support. But yeah, there is a lot of entourage that is going on BLM. Not just in BLM, but even in Minneapolis. So I'm not really that surprised if this is happening again. Well guys, I hope you guys liked the video. This wasn't really a debunking video, but this is certainly me analyzing personally from my political affiliation from what I'm seeing. And I'm just here to talk about how this happened, and basically this is one of the worst things I've ever seen throughout 2020, except for the coronavirus and such other things. But this is not the way that I want to see America right now. This is like the worst thing I've ever seen in my whole life. Now, we're becoming very unpatriotic every single day, and it hurts my heart. But guys, this was a very nice video. I'll catch you guys on the next video. See you guys later. Peace out.